And of course he does. On the big stage, Mauro Couto scores again.
Oh, yes!
Hello and welcome back to another episode as part of the Corners of Europe Challenge, and welcome back to Tromso, where in today's episode we have got our UEFA Europa Conference League 4th round game coming up against Austria Klagenfurt. As you can see here, we're going to be playing against them home and away today. We're starting away from home, and then after that we'll play them in the second leg at the Tromso Arena. It should be a very, very good game that we're going to play there. If we're going to take a look at how we've done, we've played quite a few games. So I think the last time we came on here was where was it now? I think it was up here, Sandefjord and Sarpsborg, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think that was not a game. We've played since then. We've played quite a few games. Since then, I mean, in total we've played 17 games, I think, it is quite a few. If I've done my math correctly, yeah, it does look like 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 games. So that has involved a lot of things. That's probably why it's been taking so long. That's included a second, third, fourth, and quarter final game in the Norwegian Cup, 4 Conference League games, and in that time, that's only been what, 7 or 8 league games? I think it's been 7. It's been 8 league games, so we've obviously advanced a fair bit. But we want to get to the European action. It was August since you were last with us. It was May when you were last with us, and now it is August. So we have advanced quite a lot. It's not often I do that, but I really want to get on with it now and get to the real into the thick of it, where we want to be. That is into the European games, and we will get there if we get a win today in this tie on aggregate. If we take a look at how we've done in the Conference League so far, if we're going to filter out all these competitions. So in the first 2 games we played against Meta from Latvia, they've qualified. I don't know how well they've done previously. There's no real information about them. Don't look like a huge team. It doesn't show anything about them at all, really. But we did play against them, and on aggregate, you ready for this? We got a 16-3 win, which is, I don't know how we managed to pull it off. The first game, Jens Dahl got 6 goals. He got a double hat trick in that first game. And then the second game, he got a 16-minute hat trick as well. I don't know what he was doing before that game, but yeah, 16-3 in our first tie to get us through the second round. But then in the third round, we faced a bit of a tougher opponent. We played AS Trenčín from Slovakia. As you can see, I don't know if their league is loaded either. Probably not. Yeah, it's not really loaded. Bit of a bigger club. In the first leg, they gave us a really tough game. We were. I mean, I thought we played all right, if I'm not mistaken. We didn't play awful, but I guess we just couldn't convert really. It's probably the way to describe it. So games like that do happen in these European competitions, but then it got a bit frustrating when we went 1-0 down in 2 minutes to put us 2 down in the in that game. I've just noticed they brought 2 away fans, so I don't know who that is. We took 35 to their stadium. They brought 2 whole fans. And for the 2 whole fans, they got a goal in the second minute. It must have been a couple or 2 friends, or I don't even know. Maybe the family of one. I've got no idea who that is, but that is very impressive in comparison to our 7,900 that we brought. A second minute goal just made us panic a little bit. It took us until the second half to turn it around, but we luckily scored 4 goals to bounce back and get over the line relatively comfortably in the end. So they gave us a test, but now we have this game against Austria Klagenfurt. It's probably not going to show us this team as well. Bit of a bigger side, as you can see. They've had their games played as well, and they will obviously now come up and play against us in this game. And then yeah, we're in another semi-final. We have been blessed with an amazing draw this year, which has been amazing. It's about time I have some nice draws. In all the seasons I've had, this is the best one, and you know what, fair enough, I probably deserve it. We've not faced a team in 5 games from the top division. We will finally face one in odds. We play them consecutively in 3 days. If we take a look at how we're doing in the league as well, I mean, our form has been it's been pretty good. If we go filter out everything quickly, bring in the Premier Division, these amount of games here, it's not been loads of wins actually. I've just noticed a lot of draws in there. 2 wins in our last, what is that, 9 games, which is not that impressive. We've had what, five draws and 2 losses as well. We got a 95th minute conceded goal to Mulder to lose that game, and then an 87th minute or 88th minute goal against Bodo Glimt. They have dethroned us a little bit. They've extended the gap. Mulder, of course, they have, and Bodo Glimt have overtaken us, but we still sit in a really, really good position despite all the draws we've had. If we'd have been a bit more clinical, we probably could have been a bit higher up, especially because this season isn't really feeling too competitive, but um, we have to see where we were going to finish, and also how we do in the Conference League as well. Do we win the Norwegian Cup? Go on and try and win it? I don't know. Who's in the semi-finals? We've got Sarpsborg, Bodo Glimt, odds, and obviously Tromso. So we'll have to see. I don't really know. The focus for now, I guess, is on Europe. Some league phase action in the next episode if we can get over the line against Austria Klagenfurt in these 2 games here. On to the first leg. So the team for this game against SK Klagenfurt. We start with Satren in goal. We've got Carvalho, Eduardo and Gilliat in the back. We've got Eriksson, Dahl, Pereira and Conceição in the middle, in July on the left, Kuto on the right and Haram up top. Kick off here in this game against SKE Austria. We're playing against like 3 different teams, and already they have scored a goal inside 30 seconds here in this game. It's been the story of a lot of our games, to be honest, in the European ties. We've had lots of games. I mean, how many? 16, 17 games in 3 months. That's a game, what, every 6 days, 5 days? It's been very, very intense, but if we can come away with the result, then we cannot complain really. It's a ball in near post, no one is there to convert. Conceição puts the header in, but he's not able to do anything with that. I mean, the fact I've just shown you, Darlow's got 9 goals in 2 games in the Conference League. I don't know how he does it, to be honest. I mean, I had it on highlight commentary because I thought we'd get the result already. SK find themselves through on goal. The shot goes in, luckily, into the hands of Satren there. He must love the Conference League. You know, every time the goals were coming in, it just said Dahl every single time. I was like, how is he scoring every single time? Is it him every single time? I don't know how he did it, but he got 9 goals in 2 games, 3 hat-tricks, and yeah, it was a very, very impressive performance from him. He is a big game player. What we need from him once again in this season, and as our captain for the 3rd or 4th season now, he's going to lead us hopefully to that goal that we want to achieve, and we need him to find a goal here in this game. Eduardo is stepping up here, he plays it into Pereira. Pereira goes back to Carvalho. Carvalho might go across the line into Gillia. Gillia might go down this right side. Now he goes to Conceição. He's got Mauro Couto ahead of him. He might go all the way by himself. Conceição's got space to run into. He plays it into Mauro Couto. Mauro Couto, will he go all the way? Mauro Couto! And of course he does. On the big stage, Mauro Couto scores again. What a finish it is from him. He is, I don't know what it is. He's been awful. Literally awful in the league. He's not been there at all. But once again, he turns up in the Conference League and he gets us an equaliser in this game, as I was saying about on this right side. Conceição was getting a lot of mention there. I think he got like 3 or 4 assists and a goal for himself in that game. We won 10-1. I don't know if that's a record aggregate score in the Conference League. Obviously, it's a competition that's not been around too long, so it would be nice to have that record if we do. I don't really know. I did look for it, but I'm not too sure if we have it. I don't think we do on aggregate. It didn't show anything on aggregate. 1-1 so far in this game. It's been an okay performance from us, but we don't have the lead that we want. Mauro Couto plays the ball in near post. No one is there. It falls to Haram, who's returning from injury, and he has the shot. And what a goal that is from Stefan Haram to make it 2-1 in this game. And we are surely going to go through to the league phase of the Conference League once again with a result from this game. The away leg, we've turned up. For all the travelling fans, not many of them, but for all of them that have travelled today, they've made it 2-1 in this game, and if we can hold out now, it would be a huge advantage going into the second leg, but it doesn't look like we will, as it is 2-2 in this game, and it's starting to liven up a little bit towards the end of that first half, and then at the start of this second half, we've got a game on here in Austria. It's been a nice day out for us. I mean, the climate there, it's not, I'd like to think it's not the warmest, so probably a bit more suited suited for us. Haram with this free kick, he's just put it over the crossbar there. As I say, not the most suited. I mean, it was suited. It's not the warmest, I'd like to think. That's what I was trying to say. But I'm not too sure. We're going to make a few changes here. We need to really rest players. Obviously, going to have a game in the gap as well before we return in a week. We'll make these 2 changes. Leave Consistent one on the right side, who's had a good game so far. Leave the wing backs on, because that's probably where a lot of our chances are going to come from. Are we going to come away from this game with another draw? It's been the theme of our last few seasons. Looking ahead to, I mean, obviously the whole Conference League is qualifiers, so everyone has to go through qualifiers. Looking ahead to the teams in the league phase, we've got Nisa in there. We're actually the second highest in terms of coefficient, so obviously coefficient comes from your performance in European competitions. We have like a 70 score or something like that, which is quite good actually. I mean, considering Nice are on like a 100, you know, you can think of how that is relatively. It's quite a good result to be second highest. I mean, it shows we're doing well in Europe, but the teams reputation-wise around us are doing much better, and a team who is doing much better than us are this Austria team here. They've made it 3-2 in this game, and once again in our qualifier, we might have to come from behind. It's 80 minutes gone. We're 3-2 down now. They've turned it on our heads, and we need to improve a little bit. We're in a bit of a bad spell of form. We started the season really well, and we need to find that for the second leg and going into the 6 league games that we have, because, you know, we've got important games coming up. Other teams in there, Aston Villa are in there. They have a good team with some very notable players. Quite an old team though now. Yeah, just good teams like that. Mauro Couto back post. He doesn't win his header. It falls to Conceição now here, and he might go to Mauro Couto. He does. He plays the ball in. Gleeson is in the middle, and what a header that is. I don't know why there's a flag up in there, to be honest, or an arm up in the by the referee, I should say. Gleeson looked like he'd gone for that ball very fairly. He's on his 9th goal of the season, if I've just seen that right. No, it's his 7th goal, I'm pretty sure. He has scored some very big goals off the bench. 0 starts this season, which is, I don't know how I haven't given many starts, to be honest. I think Darland, Pereira have just been very, very good in there. But the arms are in the air. The goal is going to stand. And if we can come away with this result, I'd be happy with that. It's been an eventful game, what we like to see. And hopefully we can go and wrap it up in the second leg. Or maybe there's one final moment here. It's headed to the edge of the area. And what a volley that was, to be fair, from the Austria player here, the Klagenfurt player. Added time here in this game. It's going to take us to the second leg to get a result, or maybe not. There's one final chance here in this game, apparently. It's going to be an Austrian player who takes the shot. It falls to Eriksson here, but he's not able to do anything with that ball. Now he's going to have to go and do a bit of defending. The final real bit of defending you'd think we'd have to do here in this game. Let's make sure it's a good one. The shot goes in, luckily, straight into the hands of Satren. They've not made too many changes. I probably should have gone a little bit earlier. I mean, we could go and do them now, but it'd be a bit pointless. We might as well anyway. Bring on Hemmingson and Nordas as well in up front. The added time is going to conclude here, and it's straight over to the second leg to see if we make the league phase. So the team for this second leg against SK Austria Klagenfurt starts with Satren in goal. We've got a backline of Carvalho, Eduardo and Gilia, Stregjal, Dahl, Pereira and Conceição in the middle. We've got Enjoy on the left, Kuta on the right and Nordas up top. Kick off here in this game against whatever we're calling this team. I mean, they've got so many different names. Like SK, I swear, is like another Austrian team. It's a ball in the middle. Dahl is there. You just put it over the bar. SK, I want to say, is like, I feel like it's like a Rapid Wien or something like that. But then you've got Austria in there because they're an Austrian team. Then Klagenfurt. I think we just go with Klagenfurt, to be honest. It's ball into the middle. No one, I mean, there's someone threatening it, but there's no one there to really put it away. It's to the edge of the area. Pereira puts the shot in. He's not able to convert it. Falls to Injulai. Puts a threatening ball in. Stregjal is there. And that is the goal to put us ahead in this tie. Surely getting us through to the Conference League phase if we can hold on now. It's a big goal from Stregjal on his return from injury. He just gets in there, gets up first and makes it 1-0 in this game at the Tromso Arena. One thing I forgot to check is the amount of away fans we took last game. We did just lose 2-1 in the break. We're 4 games without a win. Obviously 2 wins in our last 10 league games, and we're still third place. I don't know, it's not been too impressive. We do 26 away. It's a respectable amount. That's a full squad. That's pretty much our squad, so that's fair enough. But yeah, we I don't know what happened really. We just lost again. Ailson this time, who I want to say we played in the first game of the season or something like that, but I don't know. Obviously, everyone is playing their games at the moment. Villa actually lost the first leg of their tie. Nice won like 5-1, who are down here as you can see. Anderlecht lost as well. They're another team who are here. But you can see the types of teams who we could face up against. Nice are probably the favourites for the competition, but if we set up properly, we've seen, it's many years ago now, but we've seen what we could do against Marseille. We've improved since then, in my opinion, and we're in a good spell of form. And if this continues, players will leave us. For example, Eduardo is probably going to leave us. We have to get to the league phase first, and that is exactly why we might not get to the league phase. Goals like that, the mention of Eduardo, and they've pulled off an Eduardo type goal there to make it 4-4 in this tie, and it's going to go to anyone at this point. Whoever wants to take it, really. I don't know why I skipped that. I really wanted to see it again. Not on this occasion. Villa have got a goal, but they've tied straight back up. This team who they're playing, I'm not too sure who they are. A Ukrainian team actually, which is impressive to see. Good for the coefficient for when we go over there in a few years' time. Knocking it around this team who we're playing against here. Can't let them win this game. I mean, the first leg, it was a bit unlucky that we didn't get a result. They turned it around. We got a late goal, obviously, to pull it back. But I think we can get something from this. We should get I mean, we have to get a result. We should comfortably be able to get a result from this game, but we'll just have to see an absolute screamer there to make it 4-4 on aggregate. Eduardo is going to leave us, end of contract. Didn't want to re-sign. I offered him ages ago. I've tried to sell him, but the only club who've come up with a reasonable offer is Lillestrøm. Tried to raise it a little bit. I'm happy to sell them to Lillestrøm. Dahl is the wrong goal here. Can Dahl convert this? He might lose trying. He's square. He's gone out to the edge of the area. He plays Shengzhou. Injulai's there. He's done his man. Injulai with the shot, and what a goal that is from Injulai. He absolutely does his man in the middle. Now it's 5-4 in this game here, and you know, are we on again? Once again, I don't know if we want to say if we are, but it's 5-4 on this aggregate tie here, and I mean that's what we like to see. Really, that's exactly what we want. Aston Villa don't look like they're going to qualify for the Conference League unless they can find something in the second half. We've got many other teams, but we'll just have to focus on this game, to be honest, as this SK team find themselves on the ball, but it falls to Carvalho, who stepped up. He's found Conceição, who's in a lovely position. He's going to look square. He plays it to Mauro Couto. He really should have gone at the near post. I don't know why he's gone across his body from there. It's a save from the keeper anyway, and we will get a corner out of this. It will be Injulai who steps over this near post, far post, edge of the area. Mauro Couto is literally on the volley. It goes to the near post. Shengzhou is there once again, but he's not able to convert on that occasion. It falls to Pereira here, and he's got space to run into if he wants to. Instead, he finds Gillier. He's got space to run into ahead of him, but he doesn't opt to take it up. Yeah, Eduardo is going to leave us. I've been thinking, you know, my mentality has always been don't sell to clubs in your league, but then I realised, you know what, it's not going to affect us too much. One player, Carvalho's at the back post, and Dahl is there. He's hit the post. Dahl has hit the post from point blank range, so close to kind of, you know, getting a firm grasp over this game finally after three of the 4 quarters of this battle here. It's been a much tougher game than we expected, but I don't think it's much to worry about. We're still in good form, and you know, when we go into the league phase, I mean, we lost the game in the last time we were in the league phase of the Conference League, and we still went and pulled it back. So with getting no loss, I think what was it, 5? We got 5 wins, 1 draw. We finished 3rd in the league phase or something. I don't really know. Dahl has won the ball back in. He's got space to run into ahead of him. Dahl has the shot. He's forced to save out of the keeper here, and now we're going to have another chance from this corner. Yeah, Eduardo probably will leave us. I mean, I've tried to say this point for so long. I wanted to sell him for like 4 million. Didn't accept it in the end. I don't even know. I accepted it, but he's not agreed. I don't really know, to be honest. I tried to ask for a little bit more. They weren't having it. He's a great player. I don't know why they wouldn't accept it. It's Lillestrøm, you know, a team who they're up here with us, but one player isn't going to change the whole way they play. I would like not to think so. They might not even play him as much as we have, so I don't really know. If he gets sold, he gets sold. If he gets at the end of contract, I don't know. I'd just like to cash in now if we could, really. I'd like to extend him probably, but what can you do, really? Doesn't look like we will. well. Pereira's in there. It falls to Mauro Couto, and in the end, it's cleared to as far as Eduardo. And yeah, it's a shame we have to lose him. I think he's going to go to the Premier League actually with Southampton. But I've had a player join Southampton previously, a star player formerly at Leyton Orient. He went and joined Southampton. I knew it would happen. Never ever got any minutes. I don't think he even played a game for them, which was very frustrating because I didn't really want to lose him. We did lose him, and it was a shame that he never got many minutes. And hopefully, something doesn't happen like this with Eduardo, because we've seen his abilities. He's become a real crucial figure in that role, and it's going to be hard to replace. I think we've got two players who can play there. We've got Bajun and Ramaj. Ramaj does a very good job in there, but I like him more on this right side where Gilia plays. And we've got Bajun, who's good. He can step up well because he can play midfield well, but at the same time, I like him covering on that right side. And whenever we need to play him on the right side, when Conceição, very rarely does it these days, but goes over to the left side when injuries happen. We've done it recently because of an injury to Shagjal, who's off the pitch. It's something we will miss him if he departs, but I guess we have to adapt to it. And speaking of that, we're going to try Ramaj in this role. I don't think that's his last game for the club. It's not Eduardo's last game for the club, but we're going to bring him off anyway in this game. Resting play has been a very, very intense period, and they'll be looking forward to. I mean, they're still about 18 games away from concluding the season, but it's more than half of the games we've played so far. I've played 18 games just today and yesterday, I think, so it's not it's not too much. Too far away, but it may not be 18 games if we don't make the league phase. 5-5 here in this game, and you start to think, are we not being the team that we really need to be in this season? 5-5, 2-2 here in this game. I mean, they've outperformed their XG. We've been good on the XG, good on the possession, good on the momentum, but we just don't have the result that we want in this game just yet. Haram is there, back post. Gilia tries to get it square, but nothing comes for us here, and we need a Haram step on. He's been subbed on for Nordas here in this game. Please don't force it into extra time. We're already under enough workload. It looks like it might go to, unless there's one late moment here in this game. We're going to make some final changes. We can't make any final changes. I didn't know. I thought we made 4 substitutes. Apparently not. If it goes to extra time, we will make that change. It is going to go to extra time by the looks of it. That is a bit frustrating, really, but I guess this team we were playing against are fighting for their absolute lives to try to qualify for the Conference League, but we know what we want to do. We want to deny them of getting there. We'll make that final change now. Conceição coming off for Bijou. Please don't send it to penalties. I don't want to go to another penalty shootout. It'd be so frustrating as well, considering we have been the better team, I'd argue, but I don't know what it is really. Just a bit of tiredness creeping in. Pereira is still on the field, and you can see how tired he is, but maybe we can wrap it up here as in July plays it to Pereira. He goes out wide to Ericsson. Pereira finds Gleeson, finds Bajoun. He's got space down this right side. He has the shot himself, and Bajoun gets his first goal of the season. And we are ahead for like the 4th or 5th time in this tie now. I think it's literally the 5th time, apart from the one time where we went behind in the last game, that 3-2, and now we lead 3-2, 6-5 on aggregate. And we finally might just wrap it up here in this game. Hope Pereira does not get injured. Is he got injured? Has he actually got? Oh no, I thought he just got injured. Oh my days, that gave me a bit of a. It scared me a little bit, but luckily he hasn't got injured. Final moments here in this game. We just need to wrap it up now. Not really secured the defense too much. We got new wing backs. Haram is through on goal here. Can he put this away? Haram has squared it, and it's an own goal, and that is us through to the league phase. We've finally done it. It's only taken us what 100 and I don't even know 90 plus 90 and then 20. It's taken us 200 minutes. Nearly 4 hours of football. It's nearly it's 1.5 hours of football, 2.5 hours of football, 3.5 hours of football. I don't know why I said so. I was going so low down, but yeah, 3.5 hours of football, if I'm not mistaken. I want to say, yeah. So 120 plus 90, 210. Yeah, that would be 180 plus the 30. That's 3.5 hours of football. But we have finally got the result that we want. If we can hold on in this, in the last 1 minute and 20 seconds here in this game. It's going to be the final kick for the travelling SK fans who've come to watch this game. Probably not many. I mean, as you saw last game, the Latvian team we played against at the start of the episode I was on about, they brought 2 away fans, which is it's not much, but it's honest work. Obviously, I don't know how many of these have brought. I'd like to think a few more, but ultimately they're not going to come away with the result that we want. They've given us a good game, a good test going into the league phase action that we'll be going to, and they could give us one final one. Luckily, Satron is there to claim that the full-time whistle is going to go from this kick. Is he going to play it up the field? Where will he go? He's taking his time, trying to time waste. He plays it to Gelia here, he never normally plays this many minutes, but he has done the whole game, and he's been very solid at the back. I mean, we've conceded 2 to be fair, but he has still been solid. Pereira on the ball now, he plays it to Eriksson. Eriksson into Gleeson. Gleeson could go ahead now. He's got down this left side. I don't know who it is, but it won't matter as the full-time whistle goes, and that is us through to the league phase once again. So that is us through to the league phase once again. Our fixtures have been drawn. We'll go and take a look at them here. Where have they gone now? They've got up here. We've got quite a range of teams actually. We're going all across Europe. We've got Maribor, Slovenian champions if I'm not mistaken. They're doing quite well. Zurich we're playing against. Hibs we're playing against from Scotland. We'll be going away to them. We're playing against a Luxembourg team and also against Ruk Lviv, who we played against a few years ago. We're going to the Lviv Arena, I think they play, if I'm not mistaken. If we're going to take a look, yeah, Arena Lviv, they're playing at 33,000 seats. We'll be going away to play them there, and it's a nice set of games that we've got. Hopefully we can come away with 6 out of 6 wins once again. If we take a look at the teams as well who are in this league phase, we've got Lillestrøm in there very notably. I think Valerenga qualified. If I'm not mistaken, I'm fairly certain I saw them. I don't know where they've gone unless they lost their second leg. I don't know where have they gone. I was fairly certain. If we go back to the league and take a look what happened, so they won 3-0 and then lost 1-0. So they must be here unless I just cannot see them. But they're definitely here in the league phase with us by the looks of it. But I literally cannot see them. Ah, there they are. 25th place as you can see. So we're playing against them. Nice are here. We've got Basel. We've got Valencia in here. So Valencia, Nice, Mainz are in there. They're the kind of tough teams playing against. No Aston Villa. They did not qualify. But yeah, them 3 teams I've just mentioned. They're probably them 2 teams even. We've got who was I on about? I was saying Nice and against where were they? Valencia. They're the 2 tough teams. Hopefully we don't have to face them until at least the semi-finals, so we can make it there and not get knocked out by them, and we can have a good game with them finally. Could this be the final of the season where we win the Conference League? So once again, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy that video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll leave you with this little tune, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you. Bye-bye.